Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Festive under 50. Hi, this is Anita Joyce here with Kelly Wilkness, and this is Decorating Tips and Tricks. Today's episode is holiday decor finds for under $50. And we do love a bargain, and it is getting to be that time of year, Kelly.
It certainly is. And I think everyone really enjoyed our fall decor under 50. That episode went crazy. So we thought, why not have an episode for the holidays? So I think there are some really good deals that we're going to be sharing today. And just to kind of get you in the mood, I know it's early November, but people might be itching to get a few things ordered and maybe start pulling out their bins pretty soon.
Yes, and I've included a few classics that I love to use every year and a few new things to throw in. So, a little bit of the old, a little bit of the new, but these are all things I think you can use year to year and just enjoy pulling out. That feeling when you open the bin and you don't really remember what you have and you see that beautiful item that you love and you go, oh, that's right, I have this beautiful thing to use this year.
I know that is really part of the fun of decorating for the holidays. Encourages me now that you just said that, to get started a little bit earlier. Sometimes I wait a little too long, and open the bins is more of a frenzy than a fun thing. So I think I will get started a little bit earlier this year, just even opening the bins, taking a little inventory, and I may be adding a few things that I found, and I always love everything that you find. So I'm really excited to hear what you've got to offer us today. And some of the things on my list can go year round. You don't even have to ever put it away. And
really?
You and I like to decorate like that,
yes,
where it's not all in storage, pulled out. It's the big Santa Claus. It's something that can kind of go certainly through the winter, if not into the other seasons of spring and summer and fall. I'm going to get started. Well, this one, I wouldn't leave it out in the spring and the summer, but you could definitely leave it out through the winter. It's a tartan lumbar pillow cover. It's by an Etsy maker, Studio Chulia in Portland. I've had this Pendleton fixation for the last several months. I bought the Pendleton blanket for my living room, sort of the throw, and then I got the blanket from Garnet Hill recently. I think I used that as one of my crushes. And so I've got this Pendleton thing on my brain, and she uses Pendleton wool to create the front of the cover. So this is a tartan, and she has a bunch of different types of tartans, or if you want to call it a plaid. I think you know the difference between a tartan and a plaid. I'm not really sure, but
I think I haven't looked it up, but I think a tartan is a plaid specific to a family.
Right.
Specific to kind of like the Celtic region, Scotland. Well, and then whereas a plaid would be just any kind of design where it has horizontal and vertical lines. I love plaids. They're really just so beautiful. And having been to Scotland, I'm just really crazy about them. So I can't wait to see this pillow.
Yeah, it's really pretty. She has the ones that are sort of, more of the reds, what you would see like a traditional Christmassy type of plaid. But then she has the black watch, which is the darker green and the navy. Really beautiful. They look really well made. She's got a lot. I don't remember exactly how much, but in the high hundreds or maybe even thousands of positive reviews. And it's $46.75 for the pillow cover. I believe the back is maybe a linen or a canvas type of material. So have a look. Link will be in the show notes.
And what colors are in this one?
The one that I picked out is more of a red, but once you click the link, I think it opens up to her whole page, and you'll be able to see all the different varieties.
Well, how fun. So someone can get whatever color combination that they like.
Exactly. So I could see that out all through the winter, right? And
Yeah.
then pull it out next year. I mean, it would always sort of work unless you did totally different colors. But if you're more of a red and green person and you've got the red plaid, you could use this from year to year.
This one is a Christmas tree shaped pillow, and these are from Grandin-Rod. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's flat, so it's like a traditional pillow, and it's shaped in a triangle, but the sides have cut-ins or indents like branches of a tree. And the outline, they used a pom-pom trim on the outside of it, so it looks like little, Christmas tree balls on it. These are so cute. So they have a red plaid in the Christmas tree, and the other one is white, and it actually has pom-poms on the fabric of different colors. These are so cute. And they're 22 by 21 inches.
Well, I mean, you had me at pom-pom. I just love pom-poms.
Yeah.
My next item is from Parks Project. So it seems to be this kind of organic group of people that came together initially to help the national parks and to donate money to them to refurbish the hiking trails and various things that might be needed for the upkeep of the parks. And so now they have this catalog of clothing and different decor items, from tea towels to sweatshirts. And what I'm going to talk about is their candles. So I was trying to find everyone a pine scented soy candle, and it led me to Parks Project. So it's a really cool group to know about, and especially if you're interested in visiting or if you have visited the national parks. The candles are named after the various parks. Like the one I chose is Yosemite, so it's the pine scented soy candle. And when you purchase that candle, you are helping to restore the Yosemite hiking trails. So a certain portion of the proceeds goes to that. And up until this point, they have donated over $2 million. And it seems like it's a pretty small group, so it's pretty amazing what they're doing. And this candle looks gorgeous. I love the whole packaging is really lovely. It has great reviews, and it has an 80-hour burn, and it's $36. So that could also be a great gift, especially if you have somebody who enjoys the outdoors, somebody who's maybe visited one of these parks or intends to visit a park. You could get them that and maybe like a little tea towel or something to go with it. So check out Parks Project specifically for this candle, but also just to learn about them and maybe just keep that in your, memory bank when you're going for a really interesting gift item down the line. Doesn't have to be just for Christmas.
Oh, what a wonderful idea. So I have a classic item. I love bottle brush trees.
Oh, stop it. Okay. Mine isn't a bottle brush tree, but it's very similar. And that's my next item. So, okay, give it to us. I can't wait. I love bottle brush trees. They kind of make me all tingly.
Well, I know. They're just such a classic item. And I have some bottle brush trees, and I pull them out every year, and I'm always happy to see them. They never look dated to me. They just look classic. These are interesting because they are made from coconut core. So I have not seen anything made from coconut core before. And these are a very bright white, but I'm assuming the coconut core is kind of the outside, so these must be bleached. I would think the white part is the part you eat, right?
I think you got that right there, Anita. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So these are, stiff bottle brush trees, obviously. So, but they are from a natural material, which we love. We want you to stick with natural materials and avoid those plastics and things those forever materials that are not going to degrade
Forever
over
material.
time. So this is a set of 3, a 9, 12, and 16 inch. So these are a nice size. Some of them, when you buy them, you think they're a nice size, and you get them and they're all 2 and 3 inches tall.
Well, particularly bottle brush trees, because the vintage ones, I believe, were all small.
Yes.
And whenever you go to an estate sale or a yard sale, and it's lots of times there's just a little box of mashed Christmas items, right?
Yeah.
And I always do take a moment to go through it. And 9 times out of 10, if there are bottle brush trees in there, they look like someone stepped on them. So that's so unfortunate. And you really can't revive them too well, or maybe the front is okay, but you have to put the back against the wall. But they're usually super tiny, like even like dollhouse size. So these sound great.
I think they were originally meant to be put in the little Christmas villages. So that's why they're so small. But now we use the trees by themselves, so they need to be a larger size. The thing I liked about these is that I do have some white bottle brush trees that are really pretty, not very bright white. They're more of a creamy, I don't know.
Yeah, I have those too. They're really a creamy, like ecru color.
Right,
yeah.
exactly, ecru. These are a bright white. They look like coconut, really a bright white. So it's a very different look, and they're very full. Because sometimes, like I said, those that are white, you can kind of see through them, but these are really nice and full. So I think they'd be a great set for somebody. We'll have the links for everything.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so not a bottle brush tree, but a tinsel tree. So tinsel trees, I believe they stem from Germany. I have a vintage tinsel tree, which if we just had 45 more minutes, I could talk about this particular estate sale that I went to where I just could not believe how fabulous it was and all the things that I got on that particular day. Like epic, probably the best estate sale I ever went to. And clearly vintage. You have the little wooden pole and then the little tinsely branches, and then the base is separate, and you put it together. But I found one for all of you that's new, so you don't have to find an epic estate sale and jump into the dusty old box like I did and then try to find all the branches. I'm making it so easy for you. And it's $12.
What?
Yeah.
How tall is it?
18 inches. It's a silver tinsel tree with a wooden base, and it's only $12.
Wow. I have a fuchsia tinsel tree, not vintage, but I love it. It's so nice. And I think Evie's going to grab it this year for her apartment because she doesn't really have room for a full-size tree. But these are so nice because you can just put them on a table or maybe even on your kitchen table. They're so small that they fit so easily. Just you can tuck them in about anywhere. That is such a great deal.
I know. It's crazy, right? I was looking for one to share, and I thought, well, maybe I'll find a vintage one, and whoever gets to the show notes first will be the lucky winner. But this is not vintage, so until they run out of stock, you can all have one. Here's the thing, too. If you're traveling for the holidays, or you just feel like you want to relax a little bit this year, and you're not getting all bubbly and excited about pulling out all your bins, maybe you just want to take it easy. As Anita says, you put this on a table, you put it in the entry, you put it on your dining table, and you could be done. Get the set of 3 coconut bottle brush trees and this 18-inch silver tree, maybe a little bowl of pine cones, and call it a day. And that's okay, everybody. Don't worry about it. We have discussed this at length with you in the past. You do not have to go crazy for the holidays. It's a time to enjoy, and you should enjoy too, not just everybody else.
Absolutely. I mean, we both love having just a few touches here and there, enough to be celebratory and festive, but not enough where we just ended up killing ourselves to set it all up. That just kind of ruins it for me if I'm just exhausted from decorating, and then where do you store all the stuff? I mean, it goes on and on. My next item is a gingerbread house doormat from Anthropologie. The cute thing about that doormat is that it's actually got the outline of the house. So it's not rectangular. It follows the outline of the roof, and then it's got the little chimney, so the rug itself kind of goes around the chimney. So I think that really makes it extra special.
Oh, cute. And that's another great way to sort of decorate your front porch or your front steps. Put that out there, maybe a poinsettia, and bam, you're done.
Yes.
Decorated.
There you go.
Hey, we'll be right back with the rest of the show, but keep listening so we can continue bringing you DTT. Green Chef is a delicious delight any time of year, but especially during the holidays. What a wonderful vision to behold as the Green Chef boxes on your doorstep. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. And it makes eating well so easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat a more balanced diet. So let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season. And if you've got guests coming, shop Green Bundles. They're now available at the Green Market. It's your one-stop shop for nutritious grab-and-go breakfast, including vegan options, brunch kits, wholesome lunches, ready-to-eat snacks, veggie sides, and more. You can feel your best this December and do your best with Green Chef because they offset 100% of the delivery emissions as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. Go to greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT and get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quince. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor, and I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants. Okay, this is a great item. It comes in 5 different designs, so it's for 1. So let me be clear, because initially I thought, whoa, that's a deal. That's for 5? No, it's for 1, but it's still a really nice item, and definitely an item that you could keep out almost all year, but definitely throughout the winter. It's a holiday bell from Ballard. They have 5 different designs, as I mentioned. They're all really charming, so you pick the one that you want, $25. This would also be a really nice hostess gift. I'm kind of picturing it with a nice holiday bow on the top. Most of them have a little handle, a little place where you could tie a bow on. So if you did something like that, and maybe a sweet little food item or something like that, a nice jar of preserves, really lovely hostess gift to combine those 2 things, or just the bell itself. But it looks really pretty. They're showing it on a mantle. Of course, they're showing all 5 of them together, encouraging you to get all 5, but you really don't have to. You can mix one bell with whatever you have and make a really nice vignette, and they all do have this vintage feel to them.
And wouldn't a beautiful velvet ribbon be beautiful made into a bow on the top of that bell?
Yeah, well, I was saying that. I was thinking of the velvet ribbon that you love so much.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it since I bought it. It was some velvet ribbon I found on Amazon, but it was shipped from France. So if it's on your gift and you get it from me, you have to give the ribbon back.
I do go around the room and collect my ribbons. Okay, I do. Anybody who does, you could just think to yourself if you do that too. You don't have to raise your hand. Just think about it.
We know who you are, and we're one of you.
But we are with you, but it's also, saving it from a landfill. Some people don't appreciate the ribbon, and then you reuse it. I think it's a really good way to live.
Exactly. So my next item is something that I actually have. I've had for years, and the reason I chose this was because I love this. It is red and pink mercury glass ornaments on a garland. Now, I don't really care for using it as a garland. I actually cut my ornaments off of the garland, but these are just really a pretty color, and each ornament has a little different texture to it, and they're kind of light pink and there's even some red ones in there. They're really pretty, and I use these every year, and I love seeing them every time I pull them out, and that's why I wanted to share these.
So when you say they're on a garland, are they on a ribbon, or are they attached somehow?
They're attached to kind of twine, like.
Oh, nice.
Right, but then you're kind of forced to you don't get to choose where they are on the tree if it's on the garland. So, and I didn't think that was really adding anything, so I actually cut them all off of the garland.
Okay.
Well, I just, I want to put them where I want to put them.
Nothing wrong with being a control freak, even at Christmas. I'm with you on that too, girl.
There you go.
Okay, this is a pomegranate wreath. It's 15 inches, and it's from this company that I had never heard of before. It looks really beautiful. Now, I will say that the images that they have of it on the doors, so if you're looking at it online, it looks way bigger than 15 inches. But I think 15 inches is a very nice size for a wreath. It doesn't have to be tremendous as it appears on the doors. I was trying to think, like, did they put that on a dollhouse? But I don't think it detracts from the beauty of the wreath. But just keep in mind, if you are interested in this pomegranate wreath, it's 15 inches. So, that's just a little bit over a foot all the way around. And it is circular. It is really beautiful. Natural elements. I mean, it's not real pomegranates, but they look really good. And then they're big, glossy, green leaves. They almost, I wouldn't say the bay leaves, but they're kind of that shape of leaf.
Nice.
Really lovely. It looks super full, but I have not purchased from this company before. As I said to you, it was new to me, but I went deep for this. My research was deep and long for this episode because I didn't want to just come up with something you could find on your own. So check out the link in the show notes and have a look at that pomegranate wreath. They have some other interesting items. It's a company that just does wreaths.
Oh, that sounds so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's very nice. Well, in a smaller size wreath, you can hang that anywhere in your house, on a door. I have a boxwood wreath that I keep above my stove on the vent hood, and I keep that there year round. Yeah. I mean, this sounds like something you could very much use past Christmas.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Even with the red pomegranates, it's kind of there because it's more natural looking. It doesn't scream Christmas. There's no glitter or anything like that.
Well, the next item I have, you cannot use past Christmas.
Okay, so get on it right away, guys.
This one expires the next day. And these are Christmas crackers. And those
are fun. I always think about getting those, and then I just don't.
Well, we started years ago buying the Christmas crackers, and once you get hooked on them, it doesn't feel like Christmas without them.
That's what they say about crack. I don't know.
Yeah, they're crack crackers. I think you're onto something there. But yeah.
Right, so you're finding that it's stressful at the holidays.
But Robin Reed is the brand that I like to buy from. They are a brand that's based in the UK. So, they're going to do it right. They know how to do these. I mean, there needs to be a funny hat in there to wear. You need...
Oh, a funny hat. Oh my gosh, they get a lot of stuff in there.
Oh yeah. So so you pull it, it pops. So that's kind of fun when you pull the ends, and then you get your little crepe paper hat that you wear. So you have to wear that during dinner. There's a really bad joke in there that's terrible that you read. And then there's some sort of gift. And the gift that you have in there, it's depends on how much you spend.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, there's luxury Christmas crackers that can be, like $1,000, but then there's some that you can get for $10, and then you're getting like a little, plastic giraffe in there or something.
Right, just to stay with the crack thing. So like a Cracker Jack toy.
Right.
The plastic
so the
giraffe.
Robin Reed ones, I like them because they have, a half of the stuff you're like, oh, I'm not really going to use this. But oddly enough, they have some stuff in there that you might use, like a little magnifying glass or let's see, I'm trying to think what's in here. A little keychain, a little tag that, like a luggage tag. So,
that's fun.
Yeah, so it has some interesting things in there. So this is my favorite brand to buy. I'll include the link. But, another fun place to go look for them is World Market used to have a bunch of Christmas crackers. I actually did go on a trip just for the podcast to World Market.
See the research. We're going all over the globe.
Yes, I was looking at advent calendars there, and they do have quite a few. If you're looking for an advent calendar, there's a lot of fun gourmet ones there. I did not see any Christmas crackers this year, but they used to have a lot. And the other place that used to have a lot is TJ Maxx. I don't know if they do anymore. it seemed like last year I didn't see them around. I ended up having to go to British Isles here in Houston that carries, everything's imported from the UK. That's where I got mine last year. But, a lot of times I do get them at TJ Maxx or World Market. But these you can get online. I have the link, and you don't even have to leave your house. But if you're looking around and you see the Robin Reed, that's a very good brand to buy.
Oh, well, that's a good tip in and of itself. Okay. You are going to love my next item. And I don't remember if I mentioned, but I did include an image of the pine scented Parks Project candle and Vodacast as well. So check that out. And the pink velvet poinsettia flower that I am sharing right now is also there, and you'll see it in this beautiful arrangement. So it's a single stem, pink velvet poinsettia. Anita, I was thinking of you. I think, oh my gosh, this would be so beautiful on her tree or in her house. Or, it has that feel of that French velvet ribbon that you love. It's a very long stem, 29.5 inches long. The flower itself is 11 inches in diameter. Wow. So you could make a really beautiful arrangement with maybe even just 3 or certainly 5 of these if you wanted to get them. They're $12 a stem.
That's not bad.
And it's from a company. No, it's not really bad at all. And it's from a company called A Floral. So all they're doing is greens and flowers and, some vases and things like that. But this is their primary business. So I believe the quality is going to be great. I have purchased from them before, but not these pink poinsettia blooms, but so stunning. So do take a look on Vodacast or click the link in the show notes so you can see how they've used them in arrangements. You could add it in with some greens or even some flocked greens would be beautiful. So you could have the natural greens and you're getting some of the scent and then just put these in. Stunning.
Oh, wow. That sounds wonderful. So my last item is something else that I actually own these, and I use these every year. And the reason I'm including these are because I just think they're so wonderful to use, and that is miniature preserved boxwood wreaths. And the ones I'm including are 6 inches, and they actually have the ribbon already on them. And these are the ones that I have at home. And these are great for putting on the back of chairs. You can put them on the front of a cabinet. I've seen them hung in windows. Although I'm not
I did that last year. I did that.
Yeah, just be careful, because if you have a lot of light coming through, it can damage them. It can dry it out and fade. So if you put them in your windows, I wouldn't leave them there for very long. But they do look beautiful that way. But the ribbon on them is kind of a gauzy, kind of cream-colored ribbon. And that makes it easier if you're putting them on something. So, if you've got 6 chairs, you can just buy 2 sets of these, and then you'll have 6. But they're so beautiful. I just use them all over my house. Hang them on cabinets, chairs. You can hang them on your stair, going up the stair rails. They're just so nice. And the other thing about it is they really can be used all winter. And like I said, I keep a boxwood wreath out year-round. So that's the beauty of boxwood wreaths. I think they really do have a universal appeal throughout the year. And the ribbon is, like I said, kind of a cream-colored ribbon, so it doesn't scream Christmas.
Yeah, I have those. I have 2 boxwood wreaths that I leave out all year as well. The large one is in my entryway, and it's sort of hanging over the big rectangular mirror that I have hanging on the vertical, so it kind of breaks up the mirror. And then I have the small one, just like you're talking about, hanging from my secretary/china cabinet in the dining room. And I love it. It's just that little pop of green. And last year I have a set of 3. Maybe I need 3 more. And I put them in the bay window, and I hung them just from the little, I don't think mine came with a ribbon. So I just put a little baker's twine on them, and I just hung them from, the sash lock. And they hung in front of, I have little linen cafe type curtains on those windows. And so they were sort of protected by the linen. But I agree with you. If you've got some bright sun, you might find that when you take them off that back is faded. But here it is about the boxwood wreaths is that they are natural, they're preserved. And sometimes when you're dealing with garlands at Christmas time, they all seem great when you're getting your tree, but then in a week or so, they're all dried up. And then you have to deal with the crunchiness and the cleanup. So the boxwood wreaths, those last. My next one is a set of 12 mercury glass votive holders. I have these. actually in use in my home right now. Maybe not all of them, but I like to keep those on my mantle because my mantle's super slim.
Are they silver?
And these are gold.
Beautiful.
And they have, I can put even little sprigs of boxwood in them or something. I don't always use them for candles. So the set of 12 is just so pretty. A great thing to have on hand for the holidays or any time. So you could, if you have a long table, you could put all 12 of them, sort of arrange them artistically down your table, maybe on top of a runner, and tuck in some greens and put in some little votive lights. Super easy. You don't need to purchase a giant arrangement. And a giant arrangement is only going to get in the way when you're having your meal. These little votives can sort of be tucked in and will be so beautiful across a mantle, really, really lovely. Or just put them all around your house and get either the little tea lights that are actual candles, or you could get the ones that are the little tiny battery operated ones and just pop them all around your house. That's just a lovely little twinkle at Christmas time or any time of year.
They're really great year-round. At Valentine's Day, they're going to reflect the sparkle, and really all year. So, that's the beauty of several things that we've mentioned, is that they do go beyond Christmas, but they're so nice to have at Christmas time. And I do love the classic items like mercury glass, like boxwoods, like bottle brush trees, because these are things that you're going to love 10 years from now. It's not just this year.
Yes, and I agree. And I think all of our items, they have the charm of the holidays, but they're not screaming it at you, and they're not cutesy, so they're going to last. And everything we've talked about is beautifully made, and so it will be a really nice addition. And for under $50, that is a really nice price point, because you're buying a lot of gifts at Christmas time. Christmas is usually an expensive time of year, so if you want to add a little something, I think we went from $12 or under up to, and you must forgive me, my last one is $52.
Oh,
Kelly. I thought I could slide it in, and maybe I can get you a discount
Maybe it'll
code.
be on sale by the time someone
Could
buys
be on
it.
sale. But for all our listeners and friends that are celebrating Hanukkah, I wanted to have a menorah. And this is a beautiful small-sized menorah made by one of my dear friends in the world, Jill from Jillery. It is stunning. So it's 7 by 7 inches tall, 7 inches wide, and you get to create it really sort of, you get to choose, let's say, and Jill will create it for you with your choice of beads. So it's a silver-plated menorah, and then she'll wrap it in her signature Jillery wrap of recycled aluminum wire, and then add the beads. So you can do a colorful combination. You could do my favorite, the silver and gold, or the gold and pearl, or silver and pearl. There's so many different combinations. So the link will be in the show notes for that too. It is a really beautiful piece that would just be lovely on your table, or an additional menorah on your entry or something like that, because the size is just so nice to be able to tuck it in someplace. So what is our DTT define?
Today we're going to define cabriole leg. And we see it all the time, or at least I'm seeing them all day long in my house. But I bet everyone has one of these somewhere in their house. It is a decorative S-shaped table or chair leg that curves outward at the knee and then tapers at the ankle. So you're going to see these kind of legs on anything that's Queen Anne, Chippendale, and other 18th century pieces. You're also going to see it on Louis XV items. So, and if you have ball and claw feet, that's also going to have that cabriole leg.
Yes, I'm seeing it all the time. I'm just kind of running through the pieces in my house, in my head. That's really great information. The ball and claw foot is really cool.
Yes, I don't really see it much anymore. It's an antique, so it's a very interesting, cool look if you find it on a piece of furniture.
Yeah, I wonder when that started. And if anybody hasn't seen it, so it's kind of, I don't know what kind of bird, but a bird claw, right? And it's kind of like it's gripping a ball. And so the claw is sitting on the ball, and then the ball is the bottom of the piece of furniture.
Yeah, and these are all, when these were made, they were all hand carved. So there's really quite a bit of workmanship that goes into these pieces.
Pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but oh, so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. You know, we're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And that deal I want to tell you about, visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. Inevitably, with the new year come wellness goals. One very effective and easy to reach goal is to add Dose to your wellness regime. Dose is expertly formulated organic wellness shots that support your liver in one delicious drink. Formulated with ingredients clinically shown to support liver health. Potent turmeric, milk thistle, and ginger. There's 0 sugar and 0 calories. Did you know that your liver performs over 500 special functions? Since I learned all that my liver is doing, I started with Dose to support all those vital functions. I take a shot of refreshing Dose 2 times per week to combat everyday toxins from food, meds, alcohol, and unhealthy air. Since starting with Dose about a month ago, I am definitely feeling an overall improvement in my health. So if you want to give Dose a shot and invest in your health like I have, Dose is offering DTT listeners 15% off your first order, plus an additional 15% off if you subscribe for a monthly delivery. That's 30% off your first order. So go to dosedaily.co/DTT and use the code DTT. That's dosedaily.co.co/DTT and use the code DTT.
Very cool. Okay, my crush today is something that we can use during the holiday time because there's a lot of cooking going on, or all year round. And it's so beautiful, you could leave it out on your counter, and I have one coming to me. And I'm really excited. It's a marble cookbook stand, and it's only $30, and it is Carrera. I love it. It's so simple. I've had cookbook stands before that
What do you mean it's coming to you?
It means I found the crush. I ordered it, and it's coming my way. It hasn't arrived yet. I was hoping it would be here.
Mysteriously arrive. Oh, look at this. Where did it come from?
Oh, I have a crush, and I made a wish, and it showed up.
It's funny how that happens. There you go.
I found a crush, and I pushed a button, and I'm getting it. And I'm very excited. So it'll be great. We're going to do a lot of cooking this year. We always do that from Thanksgiving through Christmas. So I think this will be nice. I've had cookbook stands in the past, and I ended up giving them to Goodwill because they were very cumbersome.
Yes.
And this one looks super streamlined. And as you know, I have the marble countertop, so I'll just kind of like blend in a little bit, but then you can, stand your book in it. And I don't really like doing recipes from the iPad or my computer. It just doesn't feel good to me. I really want to have my cookbooks out, especially the ones that I'm using every year. I'm going to go to my go-to items. I'm not going to then look for it on the internet. And so I want to have the book out.
You have to go over there and touch the screen because it goes dark and stuff.
It goes
like that.
away.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I prefer the cookbook myself. So, I can't wait to see it. And it might just happen to arrive here.
Oh, it might. I have a few things that might be arriving here. I'm thinking about those bottle brush trees for sure. So what's your crush?
Well, I'm thinking back to when we moved Evie a few months ago into her very own apartment. I bought one of these. It's a hand truck. Or, a trolley, whatever you want to call it. But this one is a little bit different. This is the one that I bought. It folds. So it folds very flat and it's very lightweight. So, I mean, it holds, you can put about 150 pounds of cargo in it, but it only weighs 7 pounds. But the thing also I liked about it is that completely folds flat. So it's easy just to throw in the back of my car. I was taking something very heavy up to the UPS store and I threw that in the back of my car, and then I used that to pull the box in because it was just kind of a big cumbersome box. So it really worked out well. And but it also worked well for moving her. And yeah, so I thought, and this one apparently is very popular on Amazon and other places. And the handle, of course, you can do it telescopes, so you can make it up to 39 inches long, and then the base is about 15 inches, so, and it has rubber wheels. So yeah, I think it's a very practical item, but if you're hauling things often, I think you might enjoy having this.
So is it open? So it's just a flat dolly with wheels and a handle, or does it have sides?
It's open. It doesn't have sides, but the thing that the box sits on folds up, and the wheels turn sideways.
Oh, that is really useful. I don't have useful things like that. We just don't have, like, we're not cooler people. Like, we don't have dollies. It's so funny. I think I'll see or like, we'll go to a sporting event. Even when my daughter was doing volleyball all the time, people would come with their own chairs. And I'm just like, I'll cold bench the floor. I'll stand. I should get more things like that are really just like, oh, that is a useful item to have in that moment. Because yes, I'm picturing myself. I was recently going to the post office, and you got the mask on, and you got the giant box, and you're in the 15-minute parking, and you're trying to get up the stairs, and then you're getting like, oh, maybe that person will hold the door for me, and then they don't, right? But if I had this cool dolly, you just roll right in. I would be the envy of the post office that I go to if I had that.
It's 2.5. It folds flat so that it's 2.5 inches thick. I mean, see how easily that would just kind of fit in your garage, and you're not going to take up a lot of space. Because I have a bigger, heavier one, but carrying that in the back of my car, I mean, that's why I bought this. I thought, it's heavy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have two? Oh wow.
Well,
okay. You have a heavy one, and now this one. I have none. Okay, I might have to get that.
My dad was the gadget man. You have
yes. See, my parents
I have a table saw. I mean, just don't.
Yeah, no. My dad was, lawyers generally not that handy. I'm a strange former lawyer that is handy, but I don't have tools. I'm just like, I can figure that out. I'll drag that box up
Well,
there.
if you're doing things yourself and hauling things around, you might enjoy having this.
Well, also, I'm trying to work it into our whole episode here, Anita. Like, if you're doing your Christmas bins, if you're a person with a lot of bins, and you got to get them from maybe your garage or someplace, and you need to cross some terrain to get them into where they're going, this could be a great item.
There you go.
So fun today. I get so excited when we do the actual items because then I get to go check out your items too. So double down on all the good stuff.
That's so funny. I'm literally like, I can't wait for you to put the links in the show notes so I can see what the items are that you picked.
Well, let us know next time we talk. You can let us know if you got anything, if it magically appeared. So thanks so much for hanging out with us today. And remember, we are here to inspire you to create a beautiful home. Until next time. Want to talk to us? Well, we really want to talk to you. So let's schedule a design consult. Anita and I are here to give you individualized, actionable advice on how to create the beautiful home you want and deserve. It's so easy to schedule a design consult with us. Simply click the link in the show notes or head to decoratingtipsandtricks.com/consult. When we talk to you on the scheduled time, we will be ready with so many great tips, advice, and yes, tricks. So sign up today for a design consult. We can't wait to talk to you.